Greetings, Miracle in Motion. Today I want to talk to you about the true meaning of the sword in the stone. Or true, that's of course only my interpretation. But I love to take myths and legends and stories and see what deeper meaning they might hide. And the sword in the stone, only the true king or queen can release the sword from the stone. I believe you know the story, and maybe you're like me, you've seen several movies about this. And to me, the meaning of this, as I see it, is that the stone is the heart. And when the heart is closed, the sword is stuck in the stone or the rock. But when we open our hearts, so maybe it's only a true king and true queen who lives with an open heart who can pull this sword from the rock. And what is the sword? It's the sword of discrimination. It's the sword that cuts through illusions, cuts through the veils of illusion. That is pretty much very common these days. So what does it mean really when we aspire to live with an open heart? Well, to me, there's a lot of definitions. What is an open heart? It has to do with love, of course. And love to me is open flow of source through me, to me and through me. Because when I live with an open heart, I don't judge. The heart can't judge. The heart never judges. Love is beyond good and bad, beyond good and evil. Love is pure in a way. Love is everything. I used to say love is all inclusive because it includes everything. Love might even be the very source of creation, the container in which creation exists, and the glue that holds creation together. And there are many definitions of love, many levels of love. But in my personal life, living with an open heart is me aspiring to see beyond the obvious. If I look at a person, I might not condone their behavior, but I can still see they are part of creation, and inside them is this drop of infinity. So when we open our hearts, when we live with an open heart, when we dare to be vulnerable, when we dare to be true, when we dare to stand up for our truth, when we dare to walk our path, we may loosen the rock's grip of this sword. And it's not a sword used to cut down people or act in any aggressive manner, but it's the sword that makes it possible for us to see through illusions, see through the veils that have been pulled over our eyes. And the word apocalypse actually means unveiling. And we are truly living in the time of an apocalypse, because there are many so-called truths that are simply deteriorating and cracking. And someone said, if your heart is broken, that's where the light can come in, or something like that. I can't remember the correct phrasing. But to me, it's more like when your heart is broken, when your heart cracks, it's where the light can come out. Because we're not here to receive light or receive love or open up to receiving something from somewhere. We're here to open up and let it out, because we are in direct connection with Source. And like Greg Braden says, our DNA is a divine antenna that receives information about who we truly are, our divinity. So that's another take on this story, this myth, this legend about the sword in the stone. Maybe someone needed to hear this, and play with this. It's always play with this. See if you can use it in your own life. Okay. With love, I wish you and your closest ones all the best, and see you soon.